Anirudh, he was absent, right? I corrected one paper, but actually that test is for how many marks? Did you remember?
Sir, you actually said it's 35 or 40 marks because you were giving us two chapters.
40 marks, sir.
No, actually test I conducted for 35 marks only. Because finally five mark questions. How many I asked you to write? Three, any three, right? Right, any three like that I told. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Any three I given. Okay, I will tomorrow morning maximum you will get papers. Wave optics. Okay, listen that wave optics. First, before we are discussing about wave optics, we know optics is nothing but light because you have studied even in 10th class some of the topics in that. Even I'll explain everything because our next lesson is ray optics and it is wave optics. So what is the difference between ray optics and wave optics also I will tell you. Before that, I will tell you what is the wave. Even this information I have given wave, a disturbance created in a medium. If we create a disturbance in the medium, that is nothing but wave. Okay. A disturbance created in a medium is called wave. Next important term that we have to learn, wave front. Wave front. So wave front is nothing but the front part of the wave. Wave front is nothing but the front part of the wave. Why we have to call that? What is the front part of the wave? I will tell you. So first write the definition. Wave front is nothing but front part of the wave or imaginary plane which is passing. Imaginary wave or imaginary surface, sorry, imaginary surface, which is passing through the medium, with same pace is called wavefront. Let's see, nothing is there. Are also called front part of the wave. Front part of the wave. What is the front part of the wave? Let's see. Suppose you should know how many types of waves are there. If you know how many types of waves are there, then you can understand what is the front part of the wave. Okay. So I will tell you types of wavefront. How many types of wave fronts are there? Suppose water is at rest. If we throw a stone in that, what will happen? It gives the, it disturbances the medium, so it gives the waves. Now, which waves are these? Hello? These which waves?
Transverse.
Spherical waves, right? Spherical wave, right? These are called spherical wavefront. Means if the source is point, it is the source. Who is the source? This stone is the source. Because when the water is at rest, when you throw a stone, this is the cause to develop these waves. So if the stone is, now it is looking like a point. So what is happening? If the source is point, then whatever the waves you will get, that wavefronts are spherical wavefronts. Clear? Hello? Hello? Kushi? Kushi?
Yes, sir.
Kushi, did you understand what is the wave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is wavefront? Did you understand?
Yes.
Wavefront is nothing but an imaginary surface which is passing through the medium with the same phase or front part of the wave or shape of the wave. So, what is the front part of the wave? What is the shape of the wave? If you want to know, you should know how many types of wave fronts are there. How many types of wave fronts are there? Suppose if source is point, if source is point, then that wave fronts are which wave front? Spherical wave fronts. If it is the first situation. Second situation, if source is cylindrical, if source is cylindrical, then which wavefronts will you get? Which wavefronts will you get? See, it is 3D. You can't see this, but if you disturb water with a cylinder shape of object, that wavefronts also will be in the cylinder shape only, but you can't see. This is imaginary. Generally, we will see this. And third situation, if source is planar, then planar wavefront. Then planar wavefront. The planar wavefronts will be like this. Cylindrical wavefronts will be like this. Likita? Hello? Banu Prasad? No, I can't hear him. Maybe. Anjali?
Yes, sir.
Anjali, did you understand what is wave?
Yes, sir.
What is wavefront? Did you understand? Anjali, can you say what is a wavefront?
Imaginary surface which is passing through the medium with same phase is called wavefront.
Or front part of the wave. Okay, means when the wave is coming, when you are observing the wave, that wave front part will be there, right? That front part also is called wavefront. Or what is the shape of the front part? That is also called wavefront only. So wave fronts, how many types are there? No, Bhanu Prasad, I can't hear you because definitely it is network problem. Dhanush? Lakshmi? No, I can't hear you. Tejaswini?
Sir,
How many types of wave fronts are there?
3, sir.
If source is point source, then which
Cylindrical
wavefront? Spherical wavefront you will get. If source is cylindrical,
wavefront.
then source is planar source.
Planar wavefront.
So planar wavefronts, how can we get? Suppose take a water. Okay. Once if we take the water, take a one wood that is in the shape of plane. So if you disturb that water with the plane, then you will get the planar wavefronts. So planar wavefronts will be like this. Plane, 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 plane. It will be like that. Okay. So there are 3 types of wavefronts are there. Write this. Can I? Hello. Note. Why light always travels in the forward direction? So to this they have given Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff rules. He given actually why light always travels in the forward direction. He given rule basing on the intensity. I is directly proportional to cos square theta by 2. So here I is intensity. Now see, if light is traveling in the forward direction, so now see, if theta equal to 0, so what will happen? Intensity will be maximum or minimum? Hello. Sharath?
Yes, sir.
Sharath, did you understand how many types of wavefronts are there?
Sir, 2.
Sanjit, three types of wavefronts are there. One is point source, one is cylindrical shape, one is planar source. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I wasn't answering, sir.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Sanchit,
Yes, sir.
did you understand the note? What is the question?
Yes, sir. I understood
Why
the question.
light always travels in the first forward direction? Kirchhoff have given one rule, that is I is directly proportional to cos square theta by 2. If theta equal to 0, what will happen, Sanchit? Intensity how much?
Maximum, sir.
Maximum, right? Very good. Maximum, right? If light is traveling in the opposite direction, means theta will become how much, Sanchit?
180, sir.
Yes, 180. Now, if you place 180 here, I directly proportional to cos square 180 by 2 is nothing but I is directly proportional to cos square 90. How much, Sanchit? Cos 90 equals 0, right?
0, sir.
So intensity will become what? If light is traveling in the backward direction, intensity will become
Minimum 0, sir.
0. That is why light always travels in the forward direction. When it is traveling in the forward direction, intensity will be maximum. Light cannot travel in the backward direction. If it is travel in the backward direction, its intensity will become 0. Okay? Just
Yes, sir.
keep this note in your mind. Now see one more. Very important question. CBSE and PUC. It's very important. Huygens principle. Huygens principle. What is the statement of Huygens principle here? What is the statement? Each point on the wavefront we know wavefront already. I told you what is the wavefront. So each point on the wavefront acts as a secondary source. Each point on the wavefront. See. Just listen. Nothing is there. Water is at rest. I have thrown one of the stone. Once if I throw any stone into the water, it will develop the wave because it did. Now each point on the wavefront, it is the wavefront. Which wavefront? Spherical wavefront. Why it is spherical wavefront? Because source is point source. So due to the point source, wave developed, spherical wave developed. On the spherical wave, wherever you will take point, that each and every point on the wavefront acts as a secondary source. Means from here we have to draw one tangent. From here you have to draw one tangent. From here you have to draw one tangent. So all tangents, if you add, you will get one more wavefront. This wavefront, who is the reason? The points which are present on the primary wavefront. So on the primary wavefront, whatever the points are there, that points acting as a secondary source to the wavefront. Understand clearly, Sanchit?
Yes, sir.
No doubt, right?
No doubt, sir.
Suppose if I want to get one more wavefront, so what will happen, Sanchit, here?
So the second ring will become the primary source.
Yes, again it is the points which are present on
Yeah, the point.
yes, that each and every point acts as a source of the one more wavefront, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what Huygens he told. Each point of wavefront will behave like a secondary source, and it emits spherical wave.
Sir, I'm having network issue. Can you explain again, sir?
Yes. Each point on the wavefront acts as a secondary source and it emits spherical wavefront. After some time gap, when you draw the tangents, if you add the tangents, then you will get the spherical wavefront. So that is the Huygens principle. Suppose it is the point source. This point source will create one of the wave. On this wave, there are some points. From here, if you draw tangent, if you add the tangents, you will get one wavefront. Again, if you draw tangents, again if you add the tangents, So like that, each and every point on the wavefront acts as a source to the next wavefront. That's what Huygens principle. They will ask you, write Huygens principle, and basing on Huygens principle, prove reflection and refraction, laws of reflection and law of refraction. How many do you know what is the law of reflection? Laws of reflection? See, reflection. Law of reflection, can you say?
Sir, angle of incidence is
Yes.
equal to angle of reflection.
Yes, we have to prove that. Law of reflection, law of refraction. So how they will ask you question? Write Huygens principle. By using Huygens principle, prove law of reflection or prove law of refraction. From this, one question is guaranteed. This topic, when we enter into the middle, it will give little bit difficult to you. So when I am teaching, that time definitely you should understand. If you don't understand, immediately you should ask and you should learn. Otherwise, you can't understand this lesson. I'm telling you. Each and every point you should keep in the mind how I am doing, what I am saying, everything. Otherwise, this lesson is not that much easy, I'm telling you.
Sir,
Tell me, ma. Harsh.
Huygens principle is only applicable for spherical wavefront, sir, or others also it is applicable.
No, other sources also it will act. What he is telling means, whatever the wavefront is there, on that wavefront, points will be there, right? Each and every point acts as a source to the secondary wave. It is possible because suppose, see, nothing is there. If it is the plane wave, on the plane wave, there are some points, right? Each and every point, if we draw the tangents, if we add the tangents, then one more wavefront you will get. So each and every point on the wavefront acts as a secondary source. That's what. Let's see. So this is the question. Huygens principle. By using Huygens principle, we can prove law of reflection, law of refraction, and it is the very important question. Any one question is guaranteed. Even when I am conducting examination, one question I will give from this too. See that. Reflection of light. By using Huygens principle. By using Huygens principle. Reflection of wave or wave or both, right? We are wave optics. So reflection of light or reflection of wave by using Huygens principle. Let's see. Consider a planar source. Planar source. Planar source nothing but these are the planar source. So source is planar. So when it is coming, starting it will be very small. After when it is in, it will come like this. That's what. So planar source. Just a minute. Now consider a surface. That surface is AB. AB is the surface. Now this planar source is coming. What will happen? Definitely this planar source will touch this surface. Feel like that. It will touch. Once it is reflecting surface. Now what will happen? Can you tell? Now what will happen? So once if it is touch, it will reflect. Means it will come like, it will come back and it will go front, right? Am I correct? It will go back. It is reflected, right? Once it will reflect, it will go back like this and it will touch here. So suppose if it is reaching, if this point is reaching up to here, once if it is touch, there are reflecting rays. If it is the point, so point source will act as a spherical wavefront. So it is the spherical wavefront and it is the point source. So a spherical wavefront will be here like this. Here point will be there. So spherical wavefront, how it will be? Here, like this. Here if you take one point, like this. Here what is happening? It is going back. When it is going back, it will be like this. When it is reaching from here to here, this wavefront will reach from here to here. That is the meaning. Understand clearly the diagram?
So can you explain again?
Yeah, ma'am. See. Please try to understand diagram, because basing on the diagram only next question is there. Let's see. I consider planar source. See, one, it is the reflecting surface. Nothing is there. Just it is the reflecting surface. That reflection surface I have taken A and B. Now planar source is coming. This planar source, it is the planar source. It is coming. When it is coming, it will touch here. This planar source, it will come and it will touch here. Once if it is touched, what will happen? It will go back. It will come front. So when it is coming, if it is the point, this point will gives the spherical wavefront, and this point it gives the spherical wavefront not here. Once if it is touch, it goes slowly. How much time it will take from here to here? This wavefront will go in this direction. Understand clearly now? This is the point. Once if it is touched, slowly it will reach here. This point is coming from long distance, so it comes like this. This point, spherical wavefront. This point, spherical wavefront. If you take one more point here, this is going backward direction, so it is also creates some spherical wavefront. This point is going backward. If you take, it is also spherical wavefront. Hello. Understand this? Hello.
Sir, I still didn't understand, sir.
Harsh. No. Tejaswini?
Sir,
Tejaswini, did you understand, ma?
somewhat, sir.
Hey, I can't understand. See, what is happening? Plane wave, right? Plane wave is coming, right? On the plane wave, there are some points, right? Not only these points, so many points will be there, right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So each and every point acts as a spherical source, right?
Yes, sir.
Each and every point will give the spherical wavefront, right? Imagine once if this point touches the reflecting surface, it will go back. It will go back and will come front, right?
Yes, sir.
So once if it is touched, this point will create the spherical wavefronts.
Yes, sir.
So that spherical wavefront, one of the wavefront will reach here.
Yes, sir.
What is happening? This point source also will create the spherical wavefront. It is coming in this direction.
Yes, sir.
Understand clearly? So small point, these are going up, backward. These are going backward. So I given like this. If it is coming this side, if we take one point here, we can draw like this. Understand?
Okay, sir.
If point is coming in this direction, we have to give like this. If point is going in this direction, we have to give like this. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
doubt, sir.
Tell me, ma. Sanjit.
So you said planar source, no, sir?
Yes.
But planar source will give planar wavefront, no, sir?
Yes, planar wavefront. When you are, suppose this is the point source. Now what I have taken on the plane, so many points will be there, right? Due to each and every
Yes, sir.
point, when you are drawing the tangent, so that gives the planar source again.
Okay, sir.
See once here, point. This point gives this tangent. Draw here. Again, if you join this everything, you will get the planar wavefront.
Okay, sir.
So here I am taking only some single points I am taking. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let's see now. Take this is some, it is P. Take it is Q. See once if I draw one line from the here, from here to here, how much it will be? It is nothing but tangent, right? From this point. Hello. Sanjit. Oh.
Yes, sir.
So one line I have drawn from here to here. Now it is how much?
90 degrees, sir.
Definitely it is 90 only. Please remember, if it is a spherical wave, one of the tangent if you draw, this tangent give the 90. Okay, with this line, it is 90. Here how much?
90 only, sir.
Here also 90. Okay, remember. So angle of incident. Now where is the angle of incident? Can I say it is the angle of incident? Can I
Yes,
say
sir.
angle of incident? This is. Can I say
Yes,
it
sir.
is angle of? Sorry. Angle of incident. It is the angle of reflection. Can I say?
Yes, sir.
So now I have to prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, right?
Yes, sir.
You should write the same thing when you are writing about reflection of wave by using Huygens principle. Let us consider a planar source and consider one reflecting surface AB. If the planar source is traveling towards the reflecting surface, once one of the part is incident at A, then that point source will give the spherical wavefront as shown in the figure. And second one, it comes very closer. When it is coming to how much time it will take to reach the Q point from here to from Q to B. In the same time, point P goes covers the same distance. That you have to write. How much time it will take from here to here? It will take the same time. It touched, it is going back. So it is coming in that time. So you have to write that. Now we have to prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. To prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, you should remember two angles and two adjacent sides equal. We have to prove that. So to prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, we have to prove two angles and two adjacent sides are equal in a given figure. Now see, suppose triangle AP, sorry, triangle let triangle APB. Tell me, ma.
Sir, I did not understand, sir.
Which one?
The diagram only.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Vanuprasad, is it okay? Did you understand what is this? Hello.
The surface.
Okay. Now planar wavefronts are coming. Okay. In that, these are the planar wavefronts. These are coming. So one of the wavefront I have taken, that wavefront is reached up to here. Now did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is P and it is Q you have to take. Okay, clear now? Now what is happened? This planar wavefront instant here, right? Once if it is instant, what will happen? It goes back, right? Kushi? Kushi? No, Bhanuprasad, I can't hear you. Anybody, please, those who are listening, did you understand or not this point? Can you tell me? No, I can't hear. Likita? No, I can't hear you, Likita. Chirag, even, I can't hear you. Tejaswini, even.
Sir, can you explain again, sir?
Yeah. You understand, right? This is what? Planar wavefront, right?
Yes, sir.
It is instant here, right?
Yes, sir.
Once if it is instant, it is the angle of instant, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what is happening? It is the point, right? Here, if you take some of the points will be there on this, right? Not some, so many points are there, right? I consider only these points, okay?
Yes, sir.
Once if this point touch the surface, it provides the wavefronts, right?
Yes, sir.
That wavefronts will be in this direction or in this direction, even one direction or second direction. Come on, it is what? Reflecting surface, right? So after reflecting surface, nothing will happen here, nothing will happen. So once if it is touch here, it provides the spherical wavefronts. That spherical wavefront will travel from, it traveled here. This point, whatever the wavefront it produced, that wavefront will travel from here to here. That is, take its P. When it travel from here to here, that time it will reach this Q from here to here. Bhanuprasad?
How is it changing, sir?
Ma?
Sir, the wavefront, how is it changing from?
No, you are not understanding. See, this point, once if it is touched, it will go back only, no? Once this, if it is touched, it will go back and it comes front, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
the point which is coming from here, it creates the wavefronts, right, like this. Come on, this
Yes,
point
sir.
is coming like this, so it provides like this, so it is providing. So it provides this much because it is this much distance. There is a distance between these two, that is this, right? From here to here, to cover this much of distance, distance equal to what is the velocity into time, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much distance it will travel? Even this point also will travel the same distance backward direction.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Banu Prasad, did you understand now? How much distance this point will travel from here to here? Same distance even it will travel back. Likita?
Sir, how is that related to wavefront?
Negative wavefront not. It is positive wavefront only. Now point is moving in this direction. In which direction point is moving? In that direction only wavefront is coming.
So that Q is that reflecting wave, sir.
Not. It is reflecting wave. It is instant, right? Now it is coming and it is going backward direction. It is happening like this. Right?
So, but how do we find out which wave goes in which direction?
Which one? Now this one is incident here, right?
Yes, sir.
So incident. Now what is happening? It goes back, right? If it is goes back, this is the reflection angle, right?
Yes, sir.
Then, so now see, did you understand this 2 1? How I have given? Hello, Likita. Kushi.
Sir, I didn't understand, sir.
What you didn't understand? What is there to understand? Really, I don't know. Suppose once if this point is here, once if it strikes the reflecting surface, it provides the wavefront. Whatever the wavefront it provided, yeah.
Sir, so that point will act as secondary source, sir.
Yeah, obviously, this point acts as a secondary source.
What is that dotted sphere, sir?
So it is not dotted sphere, Banu Prasad. I am saying once if this point is touched here, it provides the spherical wavefront, right? It provides the spherical wavefront, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That spherical wavefront, how much distance it will travel? Velocity into time, that much distance, right?
Yes, sir.
When same time, this Q also will travel the same distance in the opposite direction. It is going in this direction. Then if it comes in this direction, see once. How much time it will take to come here? Same time it will take to reach there, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you feel like these are the outgoing, means going upward direction. So for this point also, if you want to draw the wavefront, we have to draw like this. For this also we can draw like this. Understand clearly? These are going backward direction. So we can give wavefronts will be like this. For this point, wavefront will be like this. Anything we can draw. Kushi, now did you understand?
Sir, yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Likita,
Sir,
did you understand, ma?
trying to understand, sir.
No. It is. See, I don't know what you didn't understand. So one of the point is touch the reflecting surface. Now what will happen? Tell me. It creates wavefront, right?
Yes, sir.
This wavefront, it will reach here, this much distance, right?
Yes, sir.
So one more point is coming from here. Even this wavefront will be like this, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
That is what I given. I didn't draw anything new. So how much time it will take this point to come up to here? In the same time, even this point will reach backward direction, right? Yes, obviously, I don't know. Planar way, how can't you understand? I shown the example with marker also. Once if it is touch here, it will go back. How much distance this end will travel in this direction? Same, this end also will travel the same distance, backward direction, right? Hello? Hello? I can't hear anyone. Banu Prasad?
Yes, sir.
Understand, ma? So which
Yes,
point
sir.
you didn't understand? Tell me. I will explain that.
Sir, I'm not able to visualize, sir, what you're saying.
Okay. Just a minute. Let's see what I'm saying. It is the wavefront, right? It is instant here, right?
Yes, sir.
Once if it is instant, what will happen, ma'am? It will be like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what is there in that?
That is happening simultaneously, sir.
Yes, simultaneously it will happen. No, it is the planar wavefront, right? Planar. It is a planar wavefront. Once if it is touched here, again it will be like this. It is the instant angle we have taken. It is going back, so it is the reflecting angle, right?
Yes, sir.
So angle of instant equal to angle of reflection we have to prove. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And what I have given here, one of the point if we take on this, then that point once if it is touched here, it provides the wavefront. That wavefront will reach here.
So
That
if you're
wavefront.
telling after reaching that point, after touching that point, the wavefront will keep on increasing.
Yes, keep on increasing. That's what I'm saying. How much it will increase means this distance is equal to this distance. That much it will increase, I'm telling. This distance is equal to this point. It is also should travel the distance. So this distance equal to how much this point is travel the distance. That is what I'm telling, right? Now did you understand or not? Now if you can't understand, even though if you can't imagine that much, it's too bad. See once, even I given the, now can't you imagine that what is happening?
Yes, sir.
Manu Prasad, Harsh, no Banu, I can't hear you, ma. Likita, now did you understand? No, I can't hear. Lakshmi,
Yes, sir.
now did you understand, ma, what is happening here?
Yes, sir.
Say it's a very simple, just a wavefront. Just I shown. So this is what I have given. How much this point will travel, same distance even this point will travel, I'm telling. So if you take that, now it is the tangent. If it is a spherical wavefront, on that if you draw the tangent like this, if you draw the tangent like this, so it will be the 90. So here it is also 90. It is the angle of instant. So it is the angle of reflection. Because it is also tangent. So tangent and this is 90. It is also tangent. So this line and this one will be 90. So to prove, we have to prove what? We have to prove angle of instant equal to angle of reflection. So to prove that we have to prove that we have to show two sides and two angles are equal in the figure, in a given figure. Let's see, in a given figure. Now triangle APB, triangle APB, triangle APB at angle of P equal to 90, right? Hello? Hello? Come on, hello?
Yes, sir.
And if we take one more triangle, triangle AQ, triangle ABQ, triangle ABQ, when I'm taking angle B, how much? At angle B is 90, right? That is actually Q. Understand clearly? At B is 90, right? And the two triangles, Likita, no, I can't hear you. Kushi,
Yes, sir.
understand this one now?
Yes, sir.
At least you can't understand. Even this one, did you understand? Didn't understand?
I did.
Chirag,
Yes, sir.
did you understand, ma?
Yes, sir. Understood this
Triangle
one.
APQ, angle at P is 90, and triangle ABQ, angle B is 90. Here two angles are 90s, right?
Yes, sir.
So same angles, two angles are same, right?
Yes, sir.
And for these two triangles, what is the common side?
AB.
AB, sir.
So AB is common
AB,
side.
sir.
So
AB,
two
AB.
angles and one side is common for the two triangles, right? For the two triangles, two angles are common, means two angles are common, and two sides are AB common. Two sides are equal, two angles are equal. So we can say that angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. According to side angle triangle, angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. Here both angles, two angles and two sides are equal according to side angle triangle. So this side is common for the two triangles and one angle is common. So angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. Hello. It's
Sir,
the
by
common
SAS
side.
criteria, sir.
Here see once AP equal to QB, right? Side is common.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
side
sir.
also common. One angle is common. So two angles are equal and two sides are equal. Then side, according to side angle triangle, angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. That is the proof, and it's very important question. And to understand this one, just diagram is very easy. It is the planar source. Once if it is touched, this point will provide the spherical wavefront. How much distance it will travel to travel this point, even same distance it will travel. So how much distance this Q will travel? Same distance it will travel in the opposite direction. That is only. That you have to remember.
Sir, we don't have to write it, sir.
We don't want to write anything. Who?
Like, sir, how did we prove that AP is equal to BQ? We don't have to write.
AP is equal to BP.
BQ, sir.
So angle, see once, angle APQ. How much? Angle APQ equal to angle AQB, right? APQ angle how much? 90. It is also 90, right? That means
PB is there, sir.
so AB, AP, here AP equal to, here what is happening? QB, right? This is equal to this is, right? So we can write like that. Triangle, like angle APQ equal to angle AQB. Then here AP equal to QB. That you have to write, no need more than that. So common sides. Take this is a Q and this is B. It will be very easy. A point and B point. So at this P point Q is coming. Take like this, then it will be very easy. A point it provides, and B points it provides wavefront. So how much distance it will travel? Same distance it will travel. So triangle angle APQ 90, angle AQB 90. So here also it is 90, here also at 90. So AP is equal to QB. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Kaushalya,
Yes, sir.
did you understand, ma?
Yes, sir.
So by using Heisenberg's principle, what we have to draw? First we have to draw the diagram and explain this diagram. How will you explain this diagram? Let us consider a reflecting surface. Gives a reflecting surface name, something you have to give, okay? It is A, it is B and Q here. So reflecting surface gives some X and Y. Let us consider a reflecting surface is X and Y. Consider a planar source which is falling on the reflecting surface as shown in the figure. This is the planar source. It is falling on the reflecting side. So the point Q, the point which is touched on the reflecting surface, it provides spherical wavefront and it covers distance Vt as shown in the figure. Similarly, the wavefront which is created by the B, the point which is created by the B, it travels the same distance in the opposite direction as shown in the figure. Now we have to prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. So to prove angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, we have to show two sides and two angles are equal in the given figure. To show that, let consider triangle APB and triangle ABQ. In the two triangles, angle P equal to 90, angle B equal to 90. So two angles are equal, and according to that angle APQ, angle AQB, from that two sides are equal. So side by side triangle angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. That we have to write. In the diagram, what you know, that you have to explain. And so many members, whatever you have written test, I am telling you, you didn't even write any small theory. All you have written derivations only. Suppose if I ask, what is the torque, momentum? What is that? Dipole moment. When I ask, you have written like P is equal to Q2L. That's all. You didn't even explain that. The product of either charge and vector displacement between them, that is called dipole moment. Formula, this is. Units, this one. And it is the direction, because that is the 5-mark question, I think. Even though in that 5-mark question, you didn't even explain. If it is 3-mark question also, at least you have to write the statement. You didn't even write the statement. And when I asked Coulomb's law in the vector form, Directly, some of the members, they have written F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R cube R bar. That's what they have written. They have to write F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2. That you have to explain in the theory. Force is directly proportional to product of their charges, and force is directly inversely proportional to square of their distance from equation 1 and 2. Like the step by step I have explained you. If you don't write step by step, how they can give marks to you? Directly if you write, you know, everyone knows that you know answer. You know formulas because you will by heart the formulas. So will you write by formula like that? You should not write like that. You should write, you should explain theory, then you have to write the formula. Without explanation, if you write directly formula, what they can understand? Then what is the use of the definition? So many members, you made the same mistake. And some of the members, they did the problem 20 something. What is the 20 after 20 kgs I have to keep? I told you definitely should write unit. If you don't mention unit, then that is wrong. 20, there is no any value. If you write units, then there is a value for 20. Same mistakes everyone they have repeated. Check once. Anjali paper, just 2 papers I have corrected. Anjali writing was very nice. That is, handwriting is very good. Step by step she has written. Remaining papers I didn't correct, only 2 just. Today night I will correct and I will send you. Okay, did you understand everyone this question? Sharath? No. Tejaswini?
Sir?
Ma, any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Can you understand clearly or shall I explain once again? See, if you don't understand.
I understood.
Yes, if you don't understand anybody, please ask me. Nothing is there. Because only this topic, there is a diagram like this. After that, there is no any diagrams. All theory, like a problematic only. We can move only calculation parts. Only this question and next question, there is a diagram. Except that no diagrams like this. So did you understand this diagram or not? That is important. Even yourself you have to understand. It is the point source. It creates the spherical wavefront which travels distance, vt distance. In the same time, even B, it will create the wavefront that travels the same distance. So the distance traveled by the point which is created by A wavefront, same distance the wavefront will travel which is created by B, point B. So remember that. I hope you understood clearly. If you don't understand, please let me know now itself. Otherwise, you can't. This always it will be the doubt. It will be like that. You can't even solve that. Even I explained only 2 in the textbook. If you see, the diagram will be like this. And that time you should understand this is the wave front. After going back, when the wave, it is instant on the reflecting surface. After when it is going, what will happen? It creates the wave front, these points that will be in this direction. Like that you have to imagine. Imaginary wave fronts. Sanchit? 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 Kavya? Hello, Kavya? Kaushalya?
Yes, sir.
Ma, did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now refraction. Refraction. Same thing. Refraction means this is not reflecting surface. Now it is a reflecting surface. Refracting surface, that is x and y, something you have to take. Refracting surface. Now spherical, one of the wavefront is coming, which is instant here. Same. A and B. Which is instant here. Now it is the refracting surface, right? So once if it is the refracting surface, what will happen means it will come inside because refracting surface. So what will happen? It will provide the wavefront. Suppose whatever the wavefront provided by this, it will go like this. Whatever the wavefront provided by this part, it will be like this. And it will go inside.
Why, sir?
It is refracting surface, refracting surface. Refracting surface. So it should pass through that, right?
Okay, sir.
So what will happen here?
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me, ma.
Sir, I had network issue. Can you explain again?
Yeah. See, it is the point. It is instant on the refracting surface. Once if it is touched the refracting surface, this point goes inside. Now it is going inside. So when it is going inside, we know that it travels some of the distance. How much distance means speed into time, right? This point is going, this point is providing
Excuse me, sir. I think your video is breaking, sir. For me, it's breaking.
okay, Sanchit. Kushi?
Yes, sir.
Kushi, did you understand this? What is happening here?
Sir.
This it is the refracting surface, right? Now this point is instant here, right?
Yes.
This point creates the spherical wavefront only, right?
Yes, sir.
That spherical wavefront traveled later. Spherical wavefront traveled how much distance? Distance formula, speed into time, right?
Yes, sir.
So this point is speed is v1 and time is t. So to travel this point from here to here, how much time it will take? How much distance it will travel? v2 into t, distance, right? Hello. Hello. Banu Prasad? No, full of network. Likita?
Sir,
Yes,
can
sir.
you hear me, sir?
Yeah, Banu Prasad, I can't hear you. Only one time you will speak, after I can't even hear you. Nikita, did you understand this? What is happening here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
See once, if it is touch here, one of the point, this point will create wavefront, right? That wavefront, suppose if it is traveling this much distance, okay? Even
Yes,
this point will travel how much distance? This much distance, because this speed and this speed both are not same, because it is in the rarer medium, right? It is in the denser medium. It is rarer medium, it is denser medium. So speed will be different and this speed is different, right?
sir.
From here, if you draw one tangent here, now suppose this is the particle. This particle also, if it is coming inside slowly, if this planar wavefront, see once, this planar wavefront when it is coming very slowly inside, see this is what it is happening. Now it won't go like this or anything. It is refracting surface, so it goes like this. Understand? So this point, if you want to draw one planar source, it will be like this. For this point, if you draw, this will be like this. This point, it is reaching just now, so that is enough. If one more point, if you take here, if you want to draw, it will be very small. This particle will cover the more distance than this particle, then this particle, then this particle. This particle, even still, it is going to reach. Understand, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So here distance is distance equal to v1t, distance equal to here v2t. This is d2. This particle will cover this much of distance. By that time, this particle will cover this much of distance. That is d1 take. Right? Now let us consider. Let us consider triangle. Give this point. Something like P.
Sir,
Take S. Tell me, ma.
sir, I didn't understand denser and rarer medium, sir.
You didn't answer denser and rarer medium.
Yes, sir.
Rarer medium is air. Okay. Suppose it is coming in the air medium. Okay. Here,
Yes.
water is the denser medium when you are comparing with air. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is entering into the denser medium. Denser medium is a little bit. It is thick, right? So speed of wave in the rarer medium is more. In the denser medium, it is less. So that is the rarer and denser medium. Even it will come in the 10th class. Let's see. So feel like it is the water is the denser medium, rarer medium. Rarer medium, nothing but air. Denser medium, if you take anything you can take, I will take like a water. So once if it is entered, this point will reach this much distance, and this point still it is coming. So this point should travel this much distance to reach here. So here let us consider what I am considering. Triangle PQB. Sorry, triangle PQR. PQR. From the triangle PQR, if it is the angle of incidence, it is the angle of refraction. Angle of incidence, it is the angle of refraction. Right? Hello? Yeah, it is the angle of incident. Here only it is instant. This we will call as the angle of refraction. How much is this refracted means this much. Angle of refraction. Hello? Triangle PQR, PSR we have to take. PQR and PSR, two triangles. Tejaswini,
Sir.
did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this much distance it traveled, even this much distance. So what I am taking here, triangle PQR1 and triangle PSR is 1. Okay. So
Okay.
from triangle PQR, sine I means opposite side by opposite side is this much, right? So V2T. Tell me what is the adjacent side? Sorry, hypotenuse. Don't take it is the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse, okay? It will be the 90. Here that angle is 90. So hypotenuse will be this. So PR is the hypotenuse, remember. So from this and from this sine R, Sine r equal to opposite side is V2t and hypotenuse is PR. This is the triangle we have taken. From this side, it is the r. So sine r is equal to opposite side is V1t and hypotenuse is PR. Hello. Likita,
Sir?
understand?
Yes, sir.
Now what is the law of refraction? Sine I by sine r. Sine I by sine r. So sine I is V2t by PR by sine r is V1t by PR. PR will get cancelled. So sine I by sine r, sine I by sine r equal to V2t by V1t. Again tt will get cancelled. So sine I by sine r equal to V2 by V1. We know that V is equal to C by lambda, right? Hello. Hello. V equal to C by mu if it is a V1 mu 1 and V2 equal to C by V2. Substitute that things, it is mu. We can take it is mu 1 and it is mu 2. So if you substitute that, V2 is C by mu 2 by C by mu 1. So get cancel. So mu 1 by mu 2. Sine I by sine r. Right then. V1 by V2. Sine I we have taken. C1 sine I. Yeah. Likita,
Sir?
understand ma?
Yes, sir.
Kushi,
Yes, sir.
Kushi, did you understand ma? This diagram?
Yes, sir. This I understood, sir.
This is just it comes inside field like that. It is didn't even travel, so it is coming. How much distance it will travel and how much distance it will travel. After that, if it is the angle of incident and it will be the angle of refraction. It is the angle of refraction. So from this sine sine I we have take sine I is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Sine r is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse we have to take for the two triangles. Then you can get the answer. So once if we get up to here V2 by V1, again we should write V equal to C by mu, C by n.
So that mu is wavelength, sir.
No.
What's mu, sir?
C by mu. Did you remember C by mu? V velocity equal to velocity of refractive index. Refractive index.
Okay, sir.
These are the refractive index. So you will get constant. Sin I by sin r is equal to, you will get constant, right? What is the law of refraction? Hello? Can you say what is the law of refraction?
So the ratio of sine of angle of sine I by sine R is equal to constant.
That's what constant you will get. That you have to take as a constant. Okay. So this is the starting of this lesson. Just we have to know the wavefront. Once if you know the wavefront, types of wavefront, Huygens principle. By using Huygens principle, reflection and refraction we have to prove. Very important it is. One question is guarantee. Chirag,
Sir?
tell me, ma.
Sir, refractive index is n is equal to c by v, no, sir?
C by V, right?
Yes, sir. N is equal to c by v.
Yeah, N equal to C by V, right? So V is equal to C by N.
Sir, so what is mu?
So mu, no, I have taken like say some in some books they will write like this mu. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Even in that place we can write N. So I have taken like a mu.
Okay, sir.
Actually C by mu they will write. Or in some books C by N they will write. So I written like a C by mu. Here refractive index I have taken.
Okay, sir.
N also you will see. Okay. Let's see. Remember these questions, very, very important. We'll see in the next class. So if you absent any one class in this lesson, you can't understand the remaining parts. I'm telling you. After you have to leave the class every time, you have to watch the previous videos. So this and all very risk. So don't take risk until completion of this lesson. Please don't take any leave. Okay, now see you in the next class, ma.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.